Hi, I'm Mike Lewis. In today's video I'm gonna show you a cool way how you can animate your still images, photos from holidays or whatever. So we're gonna use After Effects and Photoshop. Let's go! We start with Photoshop, and this is the picture that I'm gonna use. And we need to create a few layers. So I'm gonna duplicate this image 2 times, so we've got 3 layers in total. We can erase this lock from here, and okay, let's start. For the first layer, I'm gonna separate the water from the rest of the image, and I'm gonna use the pen tool to do this. Okay, and then we click the right mouse button and we press Make Selection. And then we click OK, and we create a mask, and then we apply a mask. So we click the right mouse button here and apply layer mask. Okay, we've got our water. So the second thing, we're gonna need a boat. So for the boat we can use this whole image, just erasing this person from it. So how to do this? Let's just use the spot healing brush and select the person. And voila, we don't have this person anymore. We can also use this spot healing brush to fix some places. You can see that I've got this place that I don't want to see it in the final animation. So I'm gonna use again the spot healing brush and voila again. Okay, so this is gonna be our second layer. And for the third layer, we need this person. So how we are gonna separate? Let's go to select and select and mask. And now let's just paint. Let's just increase our brush and let's paint on this person. Okay, I think something like this will do a job. And let's just press OK. And now we can see we've got only our person. Let's also apply the layer mask. Let's name these layers. I'm gonna name this one person, and this is gonna be our background and boat. So bg/boat, and this last one is gonna be water. Okay, 3 layers. So this would be it for a Photoshop part. So just save this file as a PSD file. This is really important step. And now we are in After Effects. And let's create a new composition. Let's create width 9020 and height 9020. So we're gonna create a square format, perfect for Instagram or any other platforms. So frame rate, let's leave at 30 frames per second and duration about 5 seconds, and press OK. Okay, let's import our PSD file. So we can press here 2 times, or we can just go File, Import File. And we press our PSD file, and this window appears. And it's important to press Editable Layer Stars, and then OK. And we can see that After Effects created a new composition, and let's just go inside this composition, and we can see our layers. Select all layers and Ctrl C and paste them in our composition that we created before. Ctrl V. Okay, let's put them at the center. We can scale them also, so press C on the keyboard. Okay, something like this will do a job. And now let's create a new camera, layer, new camera. Okay, and let's change the view. So let's press this button here, and from one view, let's change it to 2 views horizontal. And now what we can see at the left side, we've got a view from our camera, and at the right side, the actual view. And let's also turn off the depth of field here. So we go to camera options and depth of field off. So we are not gonna have any blur going on here and there on our layers. Okay, and now we're gonna need to make our layers 3D. So to do this, we're gonna press toggle switches button, and then we're gonna tick these small check marks here. And we start with water layer. We can see on our left side that we've got our layers in a 3D space, so we can change the Z-axis on a water layer, for example. And if we move on a Z-axis water, we can see on the right side what's going on. The water is moving closer and closer. So we can move both a bit further away. Let's move water a bit higher. We can turn off the person layer for now, and also put the water layer above BG both. Okay, let's move this layer in this place, and press P on the keyboard and create a keyframe, just pressing this small button. And now let's go at the end of our timeline and move our layer in a Z-axis a bit closer. And now we can see what we've done. Let's change the resolution mode from full to quarter to have a bit faster previews, and we can see what's going on. The water is moving closer toward us. And to make this a bit more interesting, we can add an effect which is called turbulent displays. So let's go to effect, distort turbulent displays, and we can see what's going on. There's some displacement already. We can turn off and turn on. And now we're gonna animate evolution parameter to add a bit movement. But let's also decrease the amount value, something like 15. Now, okay, this is gonna do well. So let's go at the beginning on our timeline, press evolution to add a keyframe, press U on the keyboard to see active keyframes on our layer, and we can see that we've got position, which is active, and also evolution now. And let's go at the end our timeline and press in evolution 1, and we can see what's going on. We can see that water is a bit displacing and also moving toward us. We can also animate both a bit, and we're gonna do the same thing. So let's just press P, and let's just add a keyframe at the beginning of a timeline and duplicate these keyframes at the end of our timeline. And at the center, something around here we can, and here we can make a boat a bit higher, and let's easy ease those keyframes so the animation will be smooth. Easy ease. So right button, keyframe assistant, easy ease. And now we can see that it looks better. We can also add a bit of rotation. So press R on the keyboard and press on the Z rotation watch to add a keyframe. And let's add keyframes of the actual rotation at the beginning and at the end of our timeline, and at the center let's just add a 1 degree of rotation. And let's also add easy ease. Okay, so we've got something like this for now. So let's animate our person. We're gonna start with also simple position keyframes. So let's go to the end of our timeline and press the watch to add a keyframe. And let's go at the beginning and move our person a bit further away. And we can see what's going on right now. Let's use right now the Puppet Pin tool, which is a really cool tool in After Effects. And with this, let's change the, for now, resolution to full to see exactly what's going on. And let's add some points. We're gonna animate those points later. And if we press U, we can see that After Effects created automatically keyframes. So let's move those keyframes to the end of our composition. And at the beginning, let's move those pins a bit. Let's do something like this. And I change the resolution to see preview a bit faster. And we can see that it looks nice. And we can add some final effects to make this composition a bit more attractive. So we can add a new adjustment layer. And we can also change the one view. We can add to this adjustment layer an effect which is called transform, effect, distort, and transform. Let's go to the beginning of our timeline, press here the watch to add a keyframe, and let's go to the end. We can press U to see that we've got our keyframe here created, and at the end of our timeline we press something like 110, and now we can see that beside the effects that we created before, we also have got this zooming effect, which is also nice. And we can also add the last one, which is optic compensation. So let's go to effect, distort, and optic compensation. And this is a lens distortion kind of effect, and we can see what's gonna do to our image right now. So let's press here at the beginning watch to create a keyframe on 0, and let's move to the end and let's type something like 50, and also press reverse lens distortion. And if I turn off and turn on, you can see what's going on, that the lens distortion is also happening on our image. But I think it's too strong. So let's type 30. It's much better. And that's it for today's video. I hope you liked it, I hope you learned something from it. With the simple techniques you can add some nice movement to your photos. If you like it, please give a like, comment and subscribe to see more of this kind of videos. Till the next time, bye!